Popeye. Popeye. Popeye, Nintendo tabletop. Ugh. It's a Popeye Game & Watch tabletop by Nintendo. Do I have a year? 1983. Cool, right? We are on the hunt for these little arcade machines whenever we can find them. Let's see, go get in here. It's long. Get some leverage in there. Well now. Stumped by plastic. It's not good. Oh yeah, you know what? Ta-da! Rubber feet in the corners. 4 more screws. We got plans to do a video coming up talking about these machines. These tabletops, handheld arcades, digital handhelds, old ones, new ones, whatever. So, one thing I noticed is that I didn't have any sound. That could be a bad speaker, bad connection. The wires look okay. Let's pull this. It's a pretty funky speaker connection in these things. This thing, big thing here, looks like a big speaker, right? It's not. At least in the last one. I took apart a Donkey Kong Jr. Fixed it up, and I was kind of amazed. I never saw this before. So this is a plastic ring, a little cup, with a little flat piezo style speaker. It looks like somebody tried to replace it. Probably did a lousy soldering job on it. So, maybe I can put a speaker in there instead. I got some Game Boy speakers around. The connection doesn't look bad. So what I'm going to do is just clean these things up, because the wires look pretty nice. This thing is really in very clean, nice condition inside. I don't think it was abused. Yeah, see, that's a little cruddy. Clean that up better though while it's apart. So let me find one of these Game Boy, extra Game Boy speakers. Put one in here. Good. So let's see here. Trying to be all fancy like, so you can see what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Iron is off. I don't know. We'll see. It's hoping a lot, right? Okay, so there's a groove down in there, which is kind of cool. So you can stick a little tweeter down in there, I believe. It's almost supposed to be that way. This. It's gonna stink forever. See if I can cook that plastic off of there. I know all you soldering guys are like, what is he doing? Oh well. Tips are cheap. Sometimes you need to do something like that. I think it'll be fine. Let's let it cook for a few minutes. That should hold that in enough. It's not like it goes anywhere. It's not really pressure to do anything there. Pretty sweet little machine. Love all the tabletops. Here at the Tomy company there, they made some really cool mini arcade machines. Looked like little cabinets. They did a space one and a driving one. I can't think of the names right now. Cosmic Clash, I think, might be the space one. But they're fun. They're mechanical. It's very cool to see electromechanical little machines like that. You know, they break down a lot. We have some that have issues, but it's still cool for what they are. Okay, that speaker seems like it's in there good enough to me. So if that other speaker wasn't dead and that wasn't the problem, oh well. That won't hurt it trying what we just did. Other than that, I'm going to clean up these contact points and screw this thing back together. Give it another shot with some fresh batteries. And that should be it. I really don't see anything else that's going to be a problem with this one. Another thing is this side was down. These get pushed down. That stinks because it cracks them here. And it's just what happens. So let's see, maybe we can clean that a little bit first. Looks like it got scraped. That's probably what pushed it down. Somebody stacked something up on this thing or jammed it onto something green. Let's see here. Got a magic eraser handy. I think now it's done smoking over there. Anyway, magic erasers, if you haven't tried them yet, you get it a little bit wet. Look at that. You don't want to go too crazy though, because this does sand, and it will take paint off of things. It will take graphics off of things, decals. So it's very handy in restorations. We use them all the time. I'm not going to use any cleaner. I'm just going to use a dry Q-tip on this inner film play area, just to get some years of the dust and stuff that falls through the cracks out of the inside of this thing. It will look better, I promise you. Look at that. This will go back together, I promise. Okay, while you're in here, get in some of these inside spots that you're going to have a hard time getting to once this thing is all the way back together. Little tools like Q-tips, toothbrush will be very handy right now. Alright, we're getting there. Feel good. now this side, these battery contacts, this side here is pretty gross. Now, if that doesn't make a connection to a battery, I don't know. Might be a lost cause at that point. So, let's see. Looks like it goes just like that. Perfect. So, check it out now. It's going, we got sound. Oh, it died already. Okay. Look at that, it's working pretty well. Yeah. Right in the drink he goes. So, one thing I'm noticing here, and I will probably go back and change. You can see when it beeps, the lights are going dim. That's because it's powering that big speaker instead of the piezo tweeter speaker that was in there originally. Probably not a big deal, but that's why it's dimming out like that, I can tell. So, the alarm button and the Excel button here were kind of jammed down in the board. That was probably why it wasn't really working. I cleaned up the connections, cleaned it up inside, and we got a working Nintendo Game & Watch Tabletop Popeye. Awesome. Cool. Talk to you soon. Nintendo Game & Watch Tabletop Popeye. Awesome. Awesome find. It was broken. It was a pretty easy fix. Not a big deal. Great. Great to have in our collection. Great to show you how we did it and all about it. So, that's all for this one. Meet me in the game room.